One, two, go.
Hello, good evening to our respective lecturers, Asrul as Paham Coordinator. Today we want to propose our big project to upgrading the Sultan Ismail Petra Airport. I and my team, that is Nia Rasul. Can you introduce?
My name is Rasul. Matricate 219000101.
Hi, my name is Mohammed India Bezugafli. I am matrix number 2190000 and 59.
Hi, I'm Rishafika binti Abdullah. My matrix number is 22009575.
Hi, good evening to my Sir Asrul, and my name is Malaysia Asrul Wasanabaya. Part number is 2181-7311.
And my name is Amirul Ismail bin Zawawi, AMC matric number 1811428. We are from a special consultancy airport upgrading we're trying to upgrade the Sultan Ismail Petra Airport from this year, and our greeting to our stakeholders. Then we should continue to Fatania as an introductory person.
First of all, why we choose Sultan Ismail Petra Airport? Okay, we choose this because of the we want to allow the largest aircraft in the airport. That's the such as A380, IKO 4F code. Okay, this is the introduction. Okay. The Sultan Ismail Petra Airport located in city of Kota Bharu, Malaysia, and officially opened since September 2002 and handling domestic and international flight. The IATA code is KBR, which means Kota Bharu, and the IKO code is WFKC. And the business model is small and regional airport, focusing on business and leisure traveler, and provided Boeing 737-800 and Airbus A320. At the terminal, at the airport, there is 12,000 terminal and has 5 aircraft stand, and able to handle maximum capacity is 1.45 million passengers, and they have 3 aeroplanes. Next, at the terminal, at the building, we possess 9 check-in counters and offers flight in domestic and international, which from Malaysian Airline, AirAsia, Firefly and Malindo Air and Scoot. This is the airport. Okay, we proceed to the airline destination. They first only join in the airport in the Sultan Ismail Petra is Malaysia Airline, which is to Kuala Lumpur International Airport, and 2030 AirAsia, which is from Kota Bharu to Kuala Lumpur International Airport, Kota Kinabalu, Kuching and Johor Bahru, and 2030 Firefly involved too, from Kota Bharu to Kuala Lumpur, but in Subang Airport to Penang, and the Malindo from Kota Bharu to Kuala Lumpur Semoga Airport and to Melaka. And this year, at April 2019, the Scoot, the international airline, Singapore Airline, Scoot, went from Kota Bharu to Singapore. Okay, this is the charter and purpose and destination. Okay, this is the MHS Aviation, which is provided helicopter charter service, operate in Malaysia, Thailand and South China Sea. And the helicopter, the MHS Aviation provided to move of personnel, ferries worker, offshore production and equipment, offshore installation, drilling rigs and oil companies. Next, we move to the Westar Aviation. They provide helicopter shuttle offshore from Malaysia, Thailand and South China Sea and provide oil and gas companies. This is the relocating to the new building. Okay, then the building, the Sultan Ismail Petra start operating from 12 September 2002, and the building adopted the Moorish architecture, which is the Islamic architectures of the North Africa, and equipped with all the modern facilities and services such as customer service desk, medical service, wheelchair service and disabled travelers, police service and others. Okay, thank you.
So my name is Ian. So I will present about the current layout and facilities that have at the Sultan Ismail Petra Airport located at Kota Bharu. So this is the current one. So this is the current one. The aerodrome map that have at the Kota Bharu Sultan Ismail Petra Airport. So then we are going to the current layout at the airport. So the first one, the runways. Okay, the runways consist of the length 2,400 meters, and then by the asphalt surface, and then it also by single runway. Right. So we going to the second one is the taxiway. Okay, taxiway is where an aircraft can be parked, and then moving to or from the runway. And then we going to the third one is aprons. Okay, apron is the airport apron where an aircraft can be parked, unloaded, loaded, refueled or boarded. Alright, so the next one is a traffic controller, which means in ATC. Okay, this is for service provided by the ground base to the direct aircraft, and then they will show the better clearance path to the aircraft clearance takeoff, and then it also control the airspace. Right, so we go into the next slide. Okay, so the fifth one is the check-in counter. Okay, check-in counter is for passenger upon the arrival to know about the airport, and then it also for the passenger want to hand over the baggage that they don't want to or not allowed to bring the during flight time. And then the next one is the baggage check-in. Okay, baggage check-in is where the passenger get the baggage tag, which has barcode to allow bring to the aircraft. Alright, so the second one is the immigration. Okay, immigration is for the passenger checking their passport, and then it is useful to verify the identify passenger during their flight time. Alright, then the next one is boarding gate. Okay, boarding gate is actually for at airport area where passengers are boarding and disembark at this boarding gate. Alright, so we go to the next one. Is current facilities at the airport. Okay, so the first one is car park. Okay, car park is not only for the public people. It's like for passengers, students, and for the staff. And then have customer service for to know about the information airport, and then we have automated teller machine ATM for withdraw and cash deposit bank. We have VIP luggage, and then we have shuttle and car rental to go somewhere else. And then we have F&B restaurant to go for some eat. And then we have Muslim prayer room for Islamic people to pray. And then the last one, we have the mini children playground for the family that have their kid, and then can play in this. Right. So we go to my shop.
Alright, thank you. Okay, I'm Shanta. I would like to present about the upgrading terminal building of our airport. Alright, first, as I mentioned, this is our current layout of the at the Sultan Ismail Petra Airport, and we would like to upgrade with another terminal known as Terminal 2, and have about 12 of the gate, and we separate into two types, with gate B and gate C. Supposedly gate B we would like to allow largest aircraft such as A380, and others is C. Gate C is able to welcome other aircraft such as Boeing 737 or Airbus 320. Alright, so this is our recommendation for the terminal building. First, we would like to upgrade our ground support equipment by using new or latest Convatec E3 system. Alright, Convatec E3 system is the inter-airport Europe. They mostly used in Europe and now was used in Indonesia for improvement their ground support system. Alright, by what's in the E3 system? E3 system, first E is about the economic and environment. Alright, by including E3 system at the airport, we can see 400 Hz and 28 dB ground power, the GPU. We have a preconditioned air system, and we like our wet service such as blue and potable water, and sewage and air fart, and also fuel system. Right. Before I proceed with the video, I would like to bring about the advantages or the benefit of using E3 system in the airport. First is able to save the time of the refuel and other boarding and everything, and able to avoid airport congestions, and also able to make the the system more effective and efficient. Alright. Alright, this is before we using E3 system in the airport. We use a lot of the transport to use to involve in the ground equipment. But after this is the Convatec, how the Convatec was used in the airport. So flow of it. proceed with the next. Next point, we would like to upgrade our what we call aero bridge. As like mentioned before, we have a 12 gate, and each gate we will provide 3 aero bridge because we want to allow A318 with 3 bridge. First at the upper of the bridge, and at the upper of the bridge we use for the catering and also for the boarding, and the lower 2 of aero bridge we use for the lower, and then we will be using a lifting column, servicing, stair, and departure system. Alright, next is we would like to upgrade our check-in counter by using automatic check-in counter. First, facial recognition technology. Before the customer or the passenger pass the check-in counter, they would like to use this technology to recognize the detail, to know the detail, and then check-in counter by using automating also baggage and lastly boarding gate. The reason why we use the facial recognition technology because we want to ensure the same person will follow all these steps from the start until the last. So that's all for the terminal building upgrade. This is the terminal building facilities. We want to upgrade about the clinics and pharmacies. We want to upgrade more care rooms, hotel reservation counters for transit. The important thing, we want to improve our upgrade our airline lodge with business and first class. And then we would like to have more or larger food court. And this is most important. Important thing is a baggage handling system. Like I said before, automatic baggage handling system. We want to do more supermarket, free to use area, car park. We use double story and a roof car park. And this is ground transport company. This is like public transport at the terminal building. Alright, I will pass to my friends.
Today I am going to present about the asset operation function. There is a main four main parts in functions. There is the first one is runway, the second one is taxiway, the third one is airspace, the fourth one is airfield facilities. The second one is expand runway length. The Sultan Ismail Petra Airport runway length is upgrade to 3.5 meter for accommodate the Boeing 737-800 and Airbus and more largest aircraft in the airport for the safety and the emergency purpose. It can be accommodated the airport. This is the example of the length. In this, for the two important things, which is a wet condition and dry condition. Wet condition is mean rainy seasons, either rainy weathers like that. The dry condition is what weather is normal weather. For example, the runway length should be ready for normal wet condition above the 6,600 feet and dry condition is 5,800 feet for the safety landing. In case of the emergency, any aircraft can be able to land in the nearest airport, which is the Kota Bharu Airport. The next one is the second one is taxiway. Taxiway is make it simple. Is a make shortest route in the departure and landing flights. The next, keep the traffic on way for minimize this and delay the light facilities. The taxiway have to keep one way only. Just make it the traffic is delayed. Avoid to the congestion. The third one is airspaces. Airspaces meaning to say is, for example, in our normal transportation is, we say the ground transportation like the road, like that. In air means we have to see the airspaces. For example, airspaces, whenever the flight or aircraft take off time, the airspaces the pilot have to know. The pilot have to know the airspaces is okay or normal, like that. If the pilot have to know if got any emergency or got any problems, like that. So for that, the air traffic controller is most play the main role for the airspaces. The air traffic controller help the pilot to give instruction and guidance and advice at the emergency time. The pilot take off the aircraft and land safely. Then the second one is the Sultan Ismail Petra Airport air traffic control is the tower is 120 to 50 above the sea level, and it will be upgraded to 132 2-meter tall. And then this airport also benefit from airspace because including new approach and new departures roads. The last one, the fourth one is air facilities. Air facilities means catering service to deliver food and drinks for a flight. Let's say the aircraft before the takeoff, they have to deliver the food and drinks, loaded the food and drinks inside the aircraft. And then the second one is the refueling vehicle. Have to fuel the aircraft from a tanker, either underground fuel tanks. And the third one is aircraft rescue and firefighting is used for the emergency purpose. The last one is the modern time arrival and the firefighting international protect the aircraft against all other more critical fire times. The last one.
Okay guys, then we start to oral section. This is operational readiness and airport transfer. Okay, the definition of ORAD. What is this definition? It is an ORAD stands for operational readiness and airport transfer. It's the process implemented to ensure the operational readiness of a new airport or new airport infrastructure project. That consists of three things. The first one is operational readiness, and the second one is activation, and the third one is transition. Then we move to what is the operational readiness means. Operational readiness requires the full range of delivery elements, the way which these interact and complement each other during an airport. Terminal opening is critical and determinant of success. This is like the picture says divide to two, the delivery and operation. This means operational readiness. So the second one combined with two things. There is activation and transition. They are combined into airport transfer. What is airport transfer means? There is seamless transfer from construction to operation. What is meant by from construction to operation? To avoid any serious difficulties during the end of the construction phase and contribute to the timely completion of the overall project. So it means from the beginning to the last phase of the what we call upgrading the airport is all about safe. Okay. Then we move to the ORAD program. This is operation and activation program. In order for the airport or new terminal to operate effectively the right system and procedure, they must have a good operation and activation module. This consists of number one, plan of operation, and number two is review and developing of operating procedure, and the number three is technology readiness, and number four, activation management, and the last one is testing, trial, execution, and feedback. Then we move to the first one. What is the plan of operation? Plan of operation is fundamental to a successful ORAD project. That is the development of plan of operation. Everything from the beginning until the last phase, until the opening airport, new open airport opening. Okay. And what is the oral project? The first one is functional integrated validation test, or what we call IVT. And the second one is training and familiarization, learning and monitoring to all the new staff. And the third one is operational trials. Okay, so like the organization or all the operation system need to be tried before we open the new structure airport. Okay, so the second one is review and development of operating procedures Sultan Ismail Petra Airport. What is mean of review and development? This we can conclude that for refined standard SOP and IOSOP, that is essential for new airport certification process. Okay, there's first one, aerodrome operation manual and standard operating and contingency procedure. So the next one is technology readiness of Sultan Ismail Airport. There is a skill subject matter SME that playing with the IT issue. There is the first one, we need to test the interface between system and supplying on-site support for IT technical trial. Yeah, it's the main point that before we open the new airport. Okay, so the fourth one is many building and technology systems need to take carefully, such as need to be tested, commissioned, activated and turned over. By using a new comprehensive set of commissioning tool, we can ensure environment is thoroughly tested and approved prior to hand over to the stakeholders or the owner of the airport, such as this anti-flocking birds and such in the row. So others than that is testing, trial, execution and feedback. We giving any feedback from the stakeholders, and guiding development from concept into detailed trial brief and execution scripts. And administer the entire and also the gathering feedback from stakeholders and ensuring that remedial work is complete. Okay, so we move to our reference that is under by Ms. Mia.
Okay, this is our reference that we choose to make our project. Okay, we have 8 reference here. Okay, so the conclusion is by opening the new Sultan Ismail Petra Airport infrastructure, which is new terminal building, new greenfield airport and other facilities, we must identify and mitigate the risk before the operational. So I hope that the director and the stakeholder will proceed our presentation to build a greatest height new Sultan Ismail Petra Airport. Thank you.
Thank you.